Got myself a little zappy boy here. Brand new. I picked this thing up. It's a Lincoln 180 HD. Brand new in box for $475 off of Craigslist. Or, sorry, not Craigslist. Facebook Marketplace. Comes with a regulator and everything. I still need to pick up tanks. And a few other things. I don't even know what kind of wire comes with it. Inner shield. I don't want a flux cord. Oh, just dropped it on my brand new welder there. 0.25. So I think I need a little bit thicker than that. But my plan is to avoid buying anything from Siki or from CX Racing. The Siki mounts look really nice. You know, they're billet aluminum. They look beautiful and pretty robust. But the CX Racing mounts do not, and the Siki mounts are going to end up being like $500 or so once I ship them. And then I've got to get a transmission mount, which I'm mounting a ZF, so I'm not sure if I can use a stock mount for that, however it's going to fit up. So in any case, I'll be able to do a lot more with this bad boy right here. And yeah, again, great deal on this. These things sell for $600 or so, brand new. So I got pretty lucky there finding that. I had to drive all the way to Orlando, which is, from where I was at, was like 3 hours away. But worth it. A little bit of gas money still ended up on top here. Apparently comes with a 3-year warranty. I don't know about that, based on the fact that I bought it used from somebody, but we'll see what happens. Gonna pick up some gas. I've literally never welded before, so we'll see how that goes, and maybe I'll get good real quick. But yeah. Anyways, there's the welder. So the mounts I'm gonna build are from plans by this guy named Garrett, who you know, if you guys are on Rev Limited, you'll know who that is. It's one of the first guys to do the, you know, like really lay out an LS swap. He's putting an LS1 in his E30, and he sold kits a while back and a CD with plans and stuff like that. So yeah, I've got plans. Whoop, got plans for those mounts. I'm gonna build something like those. I think they'll probably be pretty close to what he had there, but maybe slightly different, maybe some tweaks. But I'm not any kind of engineer to really be making executive decisions on those things. So yeah, but first, before I do any of that, I got to get this motor out of here, and I kind of have an idea of where to start. Need to get the airbox out of there. Basically just start disconnecting some of the auxiliary stuff, the starter and whatnot. But I think I'll probably start with the drive shaft today, honestly. Yep. Let's get to it. So, just poking around under here. Looks like I've got to remove those bolts. There's a couple brackets and a lot of shielding to take off here. So, not too intensive for the drive shaft. Yeah, let's looks like mostly the same bolts. Aside from those are larger, it's probably gonna be the same back at the differential there, but all the bolts appear to be pretty close to the same size. Yeah, let's get her. So I had a hunch that these were going to be 13s, and they are. Get out of there, little guy. Got my handy dandy safety glasses on under here so dirt doesn't come flying into my eyeballs. you know, I'm looking at getting a 2-post lift. That's what I built this concrete pad for. And never have to get under a car like this. It definitely seems like it'd be worth it to me. I keep seeing it for about $1,000, and then I'd have to run a little bit of electrical, but you know. So actually, you know, I just took this off here. I think I'm gonna put those bolts back up in there so I don't lose them. If I don't do this, I will absolutely lose bolts. Whenever I can, I try to put them back where they go. And that way, oh, well, that one shouldn't go in right now. I gotta take the other ones off. I don't know, I just don't want to get nickeled and dimed later on for having to buy new bolts that I should have kept. Try to track down the right size and everything. Oh, that doesn't fit very well there. That's a shield. There we go. Okay. You know, I've got gloves. I'm gonna go put some gloves on. Oh, gross. Thank God for these safety glasses. Oh my gosh. Okay, what do we got left here? Those are not the right size. Okay, so I need a 10. Looks like a 10 to me. Ugh. Ugh. Well, still managed to get some crap in the eyes. What we got here? Yep, there we go. Okay. Yeah. And the shield is off. Okay. Oh, this is uncomfortable. Okay, so let's put these babies back where they go. Now, yeah, a little bit better. Look at my lady's undercarriage here. Man, there's just not any rust. Even where, like, you can see there's some bare metal right there. Even there, it's not, there's not any rust. It's crazy, as a guy that came from Michigan, to be under here and to not see a spot of rust on the bottom of this car. And to have bolts, like, not, you know, spraying rust juice in my face. It's pretty incredible. Okay, so I'll need to undo the drive shaft and the transmission up front there. Oh, this car is a little bit too low in the back here. I need to undo those bolts. I might not do that on camera because I'm gonna have to get it at a weird angle, but you know, it's not gonna be that that much different from everything else I'm unbolting, so you'll get the idea. When I go to take the transmission out, I'll probably have to unbolt that shifter. Looks like a bracket or something up there. I have to undo these bolts for the transmission. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. I'm just gonna get this baby out right now. I'll probably unbolt this bearing first. Not entirely positive. I mean, I don't think it's gonna fall, but I'm not entirely positive what will happen when I take this out. So, oh yeah, she's a little a little wiggly there now. Okay, I see what's going on with that. All right. So it seems like when I unbolt the front, this will just disconnect right here. Well, that guibo there is pretty cracked, boys. We got space right here for a wrench. Let's see if that wrench will fit. Where'd it go? I don't think I have the right size. No, those are probably 17s or 18s. Probably a 17 in the toolkit in the trunk, to be honest. Nope, not in there. Got the hiccups. Oh, I got a 17 there. Let's see if that's the right size. It's probably an 18 for all my luck. Okay. We got a 17. Oh, we got ourselves a 17. Fits up in there. Right. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, we can work with that. I think. It's a little of a weird angle. But I'm not about to try to undo this trans mount right now. Well, actually, I only need that one. There we go. Okay. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna undo these. I don't have a tripod with me, so I'm gonna have to shut the camera down. Okay, so after successfully getting one bolt unbolted here, I realized that this drive shaft will probably just fall right on my face if I don't put those back in there and then remove those as the next step. So I did that. I put some bolts back in there. Actually ended up using my little swivel socket here, which is these things are awesome. These little orbital swivel sockets, and better than the U-joint ones that I've had that I can never seem to get to work properly. So I'll see you once these are off. Okay, so I have every bolt out of the drive shaft on the front portion there. Let's let's try to take these bolts out. See what happens. Oh yeah, she's gonna go. I'm gonna put this down again. I'll show you what happens. Okay, so I got side one there taken out. Just got to get the back now. All right, so it seems like this differential where it hooks up to the this is uncomfortable, where it hooks up to the drive shaft, are those hex, those aren't hex bolts on the other side. So I've just got these nuts that I have to undo, probably with a wrench. I bet that 17 will work over there. Should have brought that with me. Looking good. So let's get her out of there. And we're one step closer. Is this too big? Let's find out. Oh shit. Didn't even think about that. Should have done these first. Well, what I can do, I'll just go put the e-brake on and see if that helps. Well, that does not appear to have helped. Shit. What to do? I hope I'm not gonna have to bolt that back up there. Son of a bitch. Don't want to round the bolts off either. Well, you can see I'm starting to kind of strip it. What I was doing was I had a wrench in there, and I had like a little wedge to stop from moving, and that was working, but then the bolt just started stripping. So I think I'm getting too complacent with not using penetrating oil on some of these. So I guess I'll, you know, the best I have right now is WD-40. If I need to, I'll get some PB Blaster. Then I'll, worst case scenario, I'll take a propane torch and just heat up that bolt, hit it with a hammer a few times, and maybe heat cycle it. And if that doesn't, you know, break it loose, then I'm gonna start getting out the cutter. So let's hope we don't have to resort to that. See what happens. After screwing with that for a while and trying a few different things, I realized I don't even really need to take that off right now. It'll be easier if I drop the rear subframe, which I have to anyways. At that point, I can reach those bolts from the top a lot easier than worrying about stripping them while they're in the back of the drive shaft there. So yeah, I'm just gonna disconnect it somehow at the middle point there, and that's gonna be what I do. All right, so it seems to be working for getting this off of here. You can see it's kind of moved a little bit already. I'm just holding this up here in a very precarious position. I'm hitting it with that hammer until it separates, and yeah, that's working pretty well so far. You know, I am 100% positive that there is a much more kosher way to get this drive shaft out of there than just hammering it like a complete and total moron. But it's, you know, it's good that I'm not going to reuse that drive shaft. I'm sure it would probably be fine, but yeah, I just had to hammer it out of there. And I almost think that maybe this collar like unscrews or something. I really don't know, but I wasn't, you know, I wasn't patient enough to find out, and I'm not reusing most of these parts anyways. So this little guy back here can he can hang out that portion of the drive shaft. So anyways, yeah, this guy coming off of the differential there is going to stay until I change out my you know, I've got to take the subframe, rear subframe off for bushing upgrades, and I've got to take the differential off anyways for welding the differential for little drift action there. And you know, I still haven't seen, I don't know what transmission this is. It's some kind of Get Rag 240. It's a Get Rag 240. So I know I had a friend expressing interest in buying this. I found a ZF that I can pick up for like $400. But man, I'm really having some trouble deciding if I want to go with the ZF, because the 6-speed is so much more expensive for the ZF, and apparently the 5-speed is just like all gears. There's not really a an overdrive to speak of for the 5 speeds. So I was really looking forward to that CDO 09 due to the fact that it has a 6-gear overdrive, which would make it a little more fun if I wanted to take this on highway trips. And yeah, I mean, it's going to be a street car, you know, part-time track car for fun, but I really think the CDO 09 would be a lot more usable, but then again, it would stick down a lot more, and I'm not sure, the ZF, I don't think is too much bigger than this Get Rag. So yeah, I've got to do a little more research on it and make some executive decisions there. And otherwise, I mean, I think maybe with the ZF, I'm not even 100% positive, but I think maybe this mount right here might work. I don't know, probably not. I'm probably just getting my hopes up, but you know, either way, it's going to be seated further back or something to that effect. But it looks like this will slide. Yeah, I think it'll slide. So if that's the case, then yeah, I mean, the CDO 09, I've got to smash and cut a lot back here, and then it will affect the shifter position, and I don't want to be reaching behind me to shift. There's probably solutions for that, but it's all just doing my research and then figuring out a plan and executing. So yeah, as far as accomplishing what I wanted to accomplish today, that about covers it. Man, just, you know, you look around, you're like, you see so many things that you're like, I gotta do that, I gotta do that. And basically every piece of rubber on this car is just a disaster. So yep, that's you know, it'll be further down the line, but yeah, I think you know, I got a pretty busy work schedule this week. I'm trying to get 1 or 2 videos out a week, and if I can do that, I will. I think I mean, I shoot for at least 1, but I would like to just keep making steady progress on this car, even if it's something small like disconnecting a drive shaft. And I just, yeah, it's one of those things where if you stop, you lose that momentum, then it's hard to get started again. So I'm just gonna keep plugging away here and doing little things. Have some engine videos coming up here. I gotta really start putting that engine together, and I want to get the cam and the springs put back in, and just get it all bolted up. I got all the parts for that now. So yeah, so I'm gonna need a test fit here pretty soon once I start trying to build those mounts. So anyways, here I am under the car. Thank you guys for watching, and please click subscribe, please click like, please tell your friends about this channel if they're building an E30. Thank you to anybody who subscribed or responded to one of my threads that I've posted up anywhere. I really appreciate you guys watching and helping this channel grow, and I'll keep trying to provide content and information. Go to dividedbeing.com, and I'm setting up a repository of information that I find along the way for this project. I feel like everything's very fragmented. I've had to do a lot of searching just to find the information that I'm looking for, and it's all there. It's just there's a lot of options. Anybody trying to do this swap would either have to pay for a CD of some sort, or you know, there's things like that out there. But I'm trying to make this as open source as possible, community driven. So if you have anything to add, there's a form on that repository at dividedbeing.com to add information to the repository. I'm going to make it a lot more organized as it grows, but yeah, if you have anything to add, please let me know through that form or through YouTube comment, whatever, and I'll do my best to add it there. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good week.